Jai Gurudev children, today we are going to study about the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Last class we have studied about the different parts of flower. So today we are going to study the sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. So mainly we are going to study three steps. So the first one is the pollination. So pollination means the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. Then the second one, the fertilization. Fertilization means how the fusion of the male gametes with the female gametes takes place. And lastly, the germination. That means after the seed is formed, the seed germinates to give rise to small seedling or the small plants. So mainly we are going to study about these three steps. So children, now in the sexual reproduction process, now although when we talk about sexual reproduction process, we study mainly about the fertilization, and fertilization means what? The fusion of the male and female gametes. But in case of flowering plants, another process is necessary for the fertilization process to take place, and that is the pollination. Now to explain the pollination, here I have drawn one rough diagram. So this is the part of flower having the male part and the female part. Now when the pollen grain, now pollen grain means some yellowish powdery substance which are present in the anther. When this pollen grain, when it is transferred from the anther to the stigma, it is said to be pollination. And this pollination is very much essential in case of flowering plants. And in the pollination, insect, birds, even air also plays an important role. Role means in the sense to transfer the pollen grain from the anther to the stigma. And it is very much essential for the fertilization process. Now another thing you have to know about pollination is that pollination, it is of two types. One is called self-pollination, and in self-pollination what happens? In the same flower, from the anther, the pollen grain is transferred to the stigma present in the same flower. But if the pollen grain from the anther, if it is transferred to stigma present in another flower, then it is said to be cross-pollination. So this difference you have to remember, self and cross. In self, in the same flower, the transfer takes place, but in cross-pollination, it takes place in two different flowers. So first, this pollination will take place. After that only, the next step, that is the fertilization, takes place. And fertilization means the fusion of the male and female gametes. Now in the fertilization process, here you just see the process, it gets completed in the you can say in the ovary. Mainly in the ovary, the whole process, it gets completed. Now when the pollen grain, when it come in contact with the stigma, here the formation of one pollen tube takes place, which is connected with the ovule, which is located inside the ovary. And in the ovule, initially it has only one nucleus. But this nucleus, here you just see, it divides 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and ultimately 8 nuclei are formed. And this 8 nuclei, it is divided into 2 groups, each having 4 nuclei. Out of them, one forms the egg. So initially they are having only one, but as the formation of the pollen tube takes place, division of this nucleus also takes place to form like these 2 groups. And now these 2 groups, they move to their respective pole, and then they are known as the polar nuclei. Now here another thing, once when the pollen tube formation is completed, now the pollen grain, when we talk about pollen grain has 2 male gametes. That means one pollen grain means 2 male gametes are there. So these two male gametes, now gradually it passes through this pollen tube. And first male gametes will come in the center. So as soon as it comes here, first male gamete will fuse with the egg present here in the center and forms the zygote. So that is the first step in the, means that, or you can say the first fertilization step. Now after that another male gamete is present. So that male gamete again it fuses with two polar nuclei from both the pole. That means here 3 cells fuse and form the endosperm. So that means what? In case of flowering plants, the fertilization twice takes place. So that's why it is also termed as double fertilization. So from the first fertilization, zygote is formed, and from the second fertilization, endosperm tissue is formed, which is the nourishing tissue, and it's provide nutrition to the seeds. So in this way, ultimately the formations of the seed takes place. So once when the seed formation is completed, the ovary also it get transformed into the fruits, and in this way ultimately the whole fertilization process gets completed in the flowering plants, and in this way the seed formation takes place. Now that is the main thing, means how once when the seed formation takes place, we can say that in that flowering plants the sexual reproduction process is completed. Now beside this, if you go through your book, you will come across another term, that is the germination. And germination means that the seeds, which it forms, it again give rise to seedling when they get all the factors necessary, and that is known as the germination. So, and this germination means from germinations only again another new plants will develop, and along with it, if you go through, you will come across one diagram is also there about the seeds, like which part of the seeds it give rise to the shoot and which part it give rise to the root. So those things you have to go through. So for today this much. Thank you. You just practice the diagram. Jai Guru.